Space gods and goddesses, kings and queens. Let me give you a little heads up about shit. You know we got our own peoples walking around here trying to put the fear in each other. Literally. Our own peoples are trying to put the fear. And our own people, matter of fact, they do that shit. Ain't trying, they do it. And they do that shit in many different things. They put the fear. They use religion to do it. They use politics to do it. They use sex to do it, and they use your job to do it. You understand? When you're dealing with religion, religion is like you go to hell, right? Your job is based on you're going to lose your job, you're going to get fired, right? Okay. Then politics is talking about who's going to be the next president or mayor or so on and so forth. And if you don't like it, if that person goes in power, you got fear. Oh, they're going to do something wrong, right? Sex, they use sex by basically, you know, they try to tell you when to have sex with all these people. Have sex with these people. They telling you it's all right to have sex with different people, but the fear is this. If you get pregnant, how are you going to take care of the child? If you catch a disease, you know what I'm saying? Now you got the disease, and now you got to live with the disease to the day you die. These are all fear tactics. You understand? You know, see, I better wake up and smell the fucking coffee. This is real talk. This is real talk. Y'all sitting up in here, now you fucking understand this whole situation of fear. Our own people. You don't know our own people live in fear? Our own people live in fear. So they use that to control you. Honestly. Okay, if you sick or something like that, say you sick. And you know you sick. You're supposed to walk around here. You're supposed to walk around here and lay in the bed all goddamn day. You're supposed to build up your body and strengthen yourself. Let me tell you something, man. Our own people are our enemy. And I know y'all don't like to hear that shit, but it's the truth. Our own people are our enemy. I don't care if you're a man or a woman. You understand? Because they're based on money. They think money is their life. And I'm telling you right now, money is your God. It is your God because you only work for money. What if they told you to work for free like slavery? Slavery, you didn't get paid. You were forced. That's why they had to beat our ancestors' ass every day around the clock. Because if you go against the will of their voice, you ain't gonna go against the will of the lashes or even death. Right? Okay then, so think about this. Let's think about this for a second. Now they're using money because they got you like, listen, you need to make this money to get this job, to have a car, a house, and be able to provide for your children and things like that. Before it used to be the man. Remember that? Remember the black men used to always talk about that? For those like 50, 40 years old, or if you heard that from your father or your grandfather or your uncle or so on and so forth, they would sit there and tell you, oh, the man's supposed to provide for his family. So if the man is the only one providing for his family, bringing home this money, then he gets fired. What happens? When he gets fired, that means now he got all this pressure. All this pressure that he knows he has to take care of his family, got to feed them, clothe them, and keep a roof over their head. Right? So they use these tactics on you and sit there and go, oh, well, you fired if you keep doing this and this and that. Doing what? What am I doing? They trying to tell you when to sleep, eating shit. Pay attention to me, y'all. They trying to tell you that. And now if I'm telling you, they doing it. They're trying to find a ways to do it. And of course, they're going to use our own people to do that. You hear me? They're going to use our own people to sit up there to fucking crucify you. And then they want to talk about this is the American way. The American way of what? This is the game they're playing. This game is being fucking thrust in our face. You understand? Like you ain't supposed to come out and get no goddamn air. This new world order is already in existence. Real talk, man. Y'all better fucking figure these things out. This ain't no game up in here. This ain't no game. This is real. Understand the factors. This is how they being playing the game. I told you, your four gods. Your four gods literally are money is first, sex, politics, and religion. Literally. Now, you could put them in any order you choose to do so, but these are all gods they use against you. And you believe in your wholeheartedly, like every last one of them that you can use. And yeah, you can use it. Now, can you use it in a positive way? Depends on how you handle the situation. You understand? But I'm telling you, your four gods is what you worship every day. They use every last one of them against you. If you don't want to believe that, that's on you. And I tried to tell you that before. You understand? But you know, it's hard to tell. It's hard to get a person to understand that, because they don't want to see that. Because why? In their mind, they doing good. They being successful. You know what I mean? They got their car, they got their little apartment or their house or whatever, so on, and they look successful. Remember, money is the #1 god, because the paper money that you use is real, but it has no true value. Paper don't have no money. I mean, it has no value. Excuse me. Because put it this way: if I put a bag full of money like that bitch on fire, guess what happens? It burns up. It's done. But if you take gold, and put that shit on, and light that shit up on fire. Don't you know gold will last longer than money when it's on the heat? You know, if you take gold and you put it in the water, allow it to stay there for 10 years. You got gold, and you put it in the water for 10 years. That gold don't rust. That gold stays exactly where it is. But you put money in a bag and put it in the water, that money's done. It's gonna be damaged goods. Understand that. Listen to me. People are their worst enemy. Always have and always will be. You understand? People will always be their worst enemy. Because fear has people doing things they normally wouldn't do. Fear also makes people pull back. They don't live their life to the fullest extent. Fear, it does that. And I recognize that shit. You understand? Well, listen, y'all, let's continue on this here. So, fear got you doing all kinds of things that you normally wouldn't do, right? They want to sit there and want to tell you how you should live, what you shouldn't do. I mean, yo, this is society. You know, church do it to you. Y'all don't get this thing here. Church do it. Church do it to you, right? Politics are telling you. You know what I mean? Listen to how they talking to you. They putting fear in you. They want to keep your ass under control. And then you at your job, you just trying to make a living here at your job. They putting fear in you, man. Your job's doing it to you by telling you all kinds of fucking things that 10, 20, 30 years ago they weren't even doing it. Huh? All of a sudden now, you know, they got you living in fear, and you listen. I'm gonna tell you something was even more psychotic. You know, when you at church, when you move from, like, say you decide you want to go to a new church, you know what people do? They won't even want to socialize. They don't even want to socialize with the people who moved to I want to go to another church. You know a person for 5, 10 years, right? 5, 10 years. And all of a sudden, you move to another church and say, you go, oh, I still speak to so-and-so. Well, what are you speaking to her for? What are you speaking to him? They decide they want to go to another church. They're not part of this congregation. This is what they're going to tell you. You shouldn't be talking to them. They ain't from that congregation now. They moved on. Well, we know for 10 years and they left. This is what they say, because you left. It's no difference if you was a politician. If you decide to flip over to either Democrat or Republican, you flip sides. What you gonna be with them for? They use a Democrat. You want them. They flipped over to Republicans now. Nah, we can't be socializing with them. What's the same thing? You had a job. You had a job, and you decide you want to leave that job and go to another job. You know people on your job for many years. How many of those people gonna turn on you? Oh, you left the job. Now you with another job. I'm not with that. Now they don't tell you that, but they're not gonna call you up no more. You might get 1 or 2 people because they'll chit chat, talk to you on the phone. But other than that, these motherfuckers ain't like that, yo. Yo, they put this fear in our people. They trying to tell you, They don't believe there's nothing wrong with you. They don't believe this is wrong with you. They don't believe you ain't got enough Jesus in you. They don't believe you ain't religion enough. They telling you you're not religion enough. Think about this shit, man. You ain't making enough money. You ain't making enough money. You're not on the status quo level. What? We all are born from out our mother's womb. All of us are born, man or woman. We all are born from out of our mother's womb. You start off equally in the first place. But then what society will do to you is they deliberately start to brainwash you, and it starts from your parents. Your parents don't even know they're putting fear in you. Your parents ain't teaching you to teaching the ancient world. Huh? Your parents ain't teaching you about the Ankh, these symbols here. Huh? No, they're not. They ain't telling you how these symbols was copyrighted. It was copied, excuse me. Huh? They ain't tell you that when you read the Bible, you're not reading it correctly. They ain't tell you that. Huh? They ain't tell you when you read the Bible, you gotta which Bible you reading, because many different people wrote the Bible different for their own purpose. They don't tell you that. Oh, get the original King James. King James Bible ain't the original. That's what they tell you. They ain't tell you King James was a black man. The New World Translation Bible, the King James ain't write that. That Bible was rewritten by the Jehovah's Witness. You understand? The New World Translation of Scripture. This is Jehovah's Witness Bible in the English version, but they got many different languages all across around the world. But they don't tell you that. They don't tell you when you grow up you're gonna have problems with your marriage because your parents and them ain't teaching you how to deal with your mate. That when you say I do, really means forever. You're not supposed to get no divorce, but you learn how to divorce your mate, how to hate your mate, because they're making more money than you. Your mate decides to put it in your face, talking about you ain't making no money. You're not living the status quo that you said you was. Huh? They ain't teaching you none of these things. When you're at home and you're a child, your mother, your father is supposed to teach you how to be humble and loving that woman. The woman's supposed to learn how to cook, clean, right? And if she don't want to have no children, you want to be single, but then still learn how to cook and clean for yourself. The father's supposed to teach his son how to be humble and sensitive to the woman. Also, the father's got to teach his son how to cook and clean. Because if he want to be single, he gonna know how to do these things himself. They're not teaching you that. They're not telling you that. What are they telling you on TV and social media? They're not telling you none of these things. Then it comes to your sexual desires, and how you gonna grow up to be, you know what I mean? You ain't thinking your son might be a rapist. Your son might be a pedophile. Your daughter might be a rapist, or your daughter might be a pedophile. You ain't thinking about none of these things because you ain't teaching your children these things. They might high sexual desires. You ain't sitting down talking about how's your sexual desires. I mean, you use sex is for pro-life. It's to make life. You understand? It's not to abuse the body. You know, and then you're going through it, a metaphorical about it. You don't sit there and you go have sex with 15, 20, 30 different people and tell about then you finally gonna find the one you love. It don't work like that. It don't work like that. You ain't supposed to be having sex with all these people. Because you entwining your deity with somebody else. And subconsciously somebody else. If they're not taught, they thinking sex is the answer. This is why he loves me. Because he's making me feel this way. But what if the person is abused? Mentally abused. But they're not telling you this. Huh? Your enemy is your black people because You know what I mean? They don't know no better because they was taught the same thing with how society is trying to teach you. Then they, out of fear, they sit there and tell them, look, some people out sick. They ain't really sick. They this, they that. Yo, this is what people do. Look, that person ain't really, they're not really in the church. They go party all the time. They party in their church. They're not really, Republican. Every time I see them, they're always sitting in a Democrat type seat. Why are they always talking to them over there anyway? This is what they do. Huh? Pay attention to what's going on. You walking yourself right in their hands. They use the fear, well, we'll fire you. We'll kick you out of the church. We don't want you to be a publican no more. Oh, you ain't making no money. We're not going to give you that. That's not happening. You're not moving up. No. All the gods, money, religion, politics, and sex. These are 4 gods. These are your 4 gods that put fear in you. They put fear in you, telling you when to jump, how high. That's what they want. Our people do it to each other. Our people are so disgraceful about that shit. Our people are quick to do it. You better not embarrass me to each other. Yo, listen here, brothers and sisters, gods and goddesses. Our own people are our worst enemy. Now, it's not everyone. Now, understand this clearly. It's not everyone. A lot of our peoples, they are so fucking institutionalized, co-native, dishonest. You know who you are. You will sell your soul because you are scared. You scared. The mighty dollar got your ass fucked up. What you don't realize is this. When you get sick, to the point that you might have to die sooner than you're supposed to, you ain't thinking about no money. You ain't thinking about no religion. You ain't thinking about politics. You ain't even thinking about sex. Think about all the people who's sick and you know they was about to die. Huh? Think about it. All your friends that got sick or got hurt, shot, whatever happened to them. Or you got sick. You was sick for a long time too. Some of you might talk to the Lord and prayed, I deserve this. Saying some stupid shit like that. Why you deserve to be suffering? First of all, you suffering now. Just to try to find your way through life with all this fear tactics coming at you. But you ain't thinking about no money. You ain't thinking about no politics. You ain't thinking about no religion. And you ain't thinking about sex. Real talk. You allow all these things to destroy your family. You allow all these things to destroy your family. A husband don't have a wife. A wife don't have a husband. You only stick together because religion told you to do that. You stay together with your wife. But that's not even working. Look at religion. Go to church. Why is church is 70% of women? For what I hear, it's even more than that. And then men, when they in church, they not around their wives. They really hanging with the other men. You're walking with your family. You're supposed to be walking with your family to serve God together. This is your belief. Do y'all know what's going on? Now the churches, they want you to put money in that plate. Not one time, not 2 times, not 3 times. As long as you there at church, constantly hit that plate over, hit that plate. You go to church 100 years ago, it wasn't even like that. Let's just go 100 years ago. Church wasn't like that. It wasn't like that. They got contributions from whoever brung it in. They didn't build no church for it to become no money machine, ATM machine. Let's keep it real. 100 years ago, church used to be a true sanctuary. They had to have no meeting. They're talking about, do you want these people here? When a disaster or someone need a place to live, because just everything at the bottom just fell out. That's the first place I'm supposed to go to for refuge without a hesitation. People don't even go to church for no refuge. They don't go to church for no refuge. Think about that. Who are you fooling? You're fooling yourself. You're lying to yourself. The four gods got you locked in. Money, sex, politics, and religion. They're destroying you because you don't want to know who you truly is. Real talk. So people, what they do is they try, your own peoples try to do anything to get you rattled. Your own peoples will put you in a situation that you can't breathe. Your own peoples, I'm going to break this motherfucker. Yo, you got to be careful out here nowadays, yo. Real talk. Because a lot of you don't know who the fuck y'all fucking with. Shit seems to be nice and smooth, right? Y'all better leave shit alone. As that old saying goes, leave shit alone. Leave things alone. You turn up the wrong fucking rock and you don't know what you're going to get. There's some people out here don't give a damn about nothing. Nothing. I'm telling you. And you think these people are just like people who stay in the house all day or just go outside? Nah, you don't know who the fuck they is. But they know who they are. This is what y'all don't ever get this shit. Stop being a patsy for the system because that's all you doing. You selling your peoples because you think you're doing right. You're not doing right. You're not doing right. You already sold yourself to the devil, and guess what? You got to be prepared to pay for this shit. This is why the continuation of our people is constantly struggling. You think because you working and you make a little money in your pocket that you ain't struggling? That's bullshit. Your mind ain't correct. You're not living an abundant life. You're not even in a true relationship. Your life is fucked up. You're thinking, oh, I'm good because I'm making this money. That's an illusion that's the God of money that put you in that delusion. Because I'm making this money, this is how it is. You got people living in the bush who make no money. They ain't got none of your gods, none of your politics, none of your religious groups are the most happiest people on the planet because they have none of your goddamn rules. They don't deal with pressure like that. They deal with nature, the way nature is been put on this earth. They deal with nature as it is, not the way they tell you to live. This is Chocolate Amun Ra. If you got this video, got any kind of common sense, listen to the people when they talking to you. Listen for the fear that comes out their mouth. Listen to it. Death is your friend. Death is your friend. Don't let them fool you. Death, listen here. If you die, you don't pay no bills. If you die, you ain't got to listen to religion. If you die, you ain't got to worry about sex. If you die, you ain't got to deal about politics. Think about it. But it's the way you have to die. You understand? Death is not this bad thing they tell you. when it's time to die and it's time to move on, this flesh, when it's time to move on, because you're going to move on one way or the other. You're going to die. But if you die with fear, you see, and you die without being happy, without the four gods, you don't need those four gods, but die being happy for real, of living your life to the fullest, living free here in your mind, regardless of what you're going through, adversities, regardless. See, they play games with you. They play these games to corrupt your mind. But when it's time to die, you die free. And move to the next realm. Don't get stuck here. Don't get stuck here. See, they tell you death is this fear. No, it ain't. No, it ain't. No, it's not. No, it's not. Your four gods that you rule, let you rule you, they rule through fear. And they want you to live like that. Get to understand what this symbol is about. It's a lot of life. It's more than about life anyway. If you get this book that I'm telling you about, the book of the Ankh, the African magnesium. Because you don't know your culture. You don't know your culture. You don't know your heritage. You don't know none of these things. You're only living with the way society is, the so-called America. You're living in there. You live in an A system, and A system things. Sure enough, you can prepare for the new world order. It's going down, whether you like it or not. It's starting. It's already started. Okay, the things that is going down now, it's not the same as 20 years ago, 10 years ago. It's flipped it. So, you know, I hope you got this message. Understand? Chocolate Amun Ra. You know what I mean? Tomorrow is Sunday school. Well, I don't call this class. I mean, like I said before, we need to put that church thing down and start getting educating and knowing who we are first. Because the church ain't telling you who you are. They're not. They're telling you fear. They're telling you serve or go to hell. Peace.